Sandy's not coming?
No.
Okay. Where's she up to? Maine?
Yes.
Was she up there yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's been up there.
That's what I thought. I'm like, it looked colder where she was.
Well, she was dressed like she was in the Arctic.
Yeah, she was.
I'm like, Sandy, that's ridiculous.
So true.
Funny.
Hello. Is that good? She's heading to a wedding right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Choo-pa-choo-pa-choo. Okay.
What about yourself?
I have to take Forbes to the doctor today to check out why his ear feels plugged.
Oh.
He's congested. We may stay home.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready? We got Miss Isis. We have
Oh, I gotta go there.
Matt's vibe check tonight.
Okay.
We're closed Thursday. We have the Firesider event
Oh,
Friday.
yes.
You can plug that back. And then Saturday's Miss Isis.
Okay. Is it on the calendar events, the Firesider?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. I wish I could come to that. No, Forbes is with me this week.
Yeah, you just
so,
said so.
Yeah. He's poo. All right, make it comfortable, I guess. Do I look a mess? Because I feel like I'm a mess.
No.
Okay.
Mess on the inside.
Okay. Mess on the inside.
All right. I think. I know. It's like a pretty good day today. Lots been happening. Give me a mic check.
Mic check. Microphone check.
All right. All right. Oh, we're live. Yeah. Okay.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Yoga with Anna. You never know what's going to happen with these sessions. And sometimes you just sit in front of the camera and get surprised. So welcome back at the church, PCS&M, People's Congregation of Shakers and Movers. We are such a wonderful community here, and I welcome you to one of the awesome services that we offer, such as this week's midweek reset with me. So today we get to do a little slow flow, and tonight we have Matt with the mid vibe check. He does a little bit of sound healing, midweek vibe check. Yes. I wish I could come. I really do. Whenever I can, I try to attend these events that we have here at the church because they are so helpful just to ground you and so ground you and make you feel better. So another thing that we are having is so let me go in order. So Wednesday night tonight, we have the sound healing with Matt. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving and we are closed. On Friday, we have Firesider night. And so that's going to be with our wonderful Kathleen. Kathleen grows her own herbs, is an amazing herbalist and Ayurvedic specialist. And she is going to be here on Friday. Welcome, Nick. Nice to see you again. So Friday, you're going to make your own Firesider. You can make it spicy or you can make it garlicky, turmeric-ish. All sorts of goodies are going to be brought out so that you can make your own Firesider, and Kathleen is going to guide you so that you can boost your immune system for the winter coming up. So on that, so tonight is 6:30. So I believe Matt starts at 6:30 and goes to 8:30. Fridays, you can come at 7, and we get going at 7:30. No?
So this Friday.
Oh.
This Friday only because.
I remember. We start at 5. Yes. Sorry. We got to get myself out of that pattern that we have on Fridays. Okay, so Friday, it is not at 7. It is at 5. So closing a little bit early so that we can go back to our families. Again, come down. It'll be a nice time with Kathleen. She is amazing.
And it is a $20 donation for members.
Oh,
or a
yes.
$30 donation for non-members.
Can you repeat that, Stan, please?
I'm not sure if the microphones can hear me, but if you can, it is $20 donation for members and a $30 donation for non-members, and you leave with your custom-made like liter or quart, whatever it is, of fire cider.
Nice. I think it's a quart, yeah, in one of those large ball jars. Yeah. Great. So $30 for non-members and $20 for members, which is, so all the proceeds go to help us out and keep these programs running. If you want to check out the membership, go online, click on membership, make an appointment to come check this place out and see how many amazing things that we do here to support our community, which is like the most important thing, right? So what else we got going on? Oh, Saturday. Sorry, my mind is explosive right now. So Saturday we have Miss Isis, who is in the jungle scene and has been for the past 20 years or over 20 years, I think. Because I was jungling it up like in the late 90s, mid 90s, like early 90s. So yeah, so don't age me or anything, but yeah, come jungle it out. If you don't know what that is, it's drum and bass, and it's amazing. Talk about raising the vibration. There's just something about drum and bass that just makes you feel good. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's exciting. So 63 Washington Street is where all of this is happening. You'll meet Matt tonight at 6:30, 5 o'clock on Friday, because we're closed on Thursday. So 5 o'clock fire cider. Don't forget the donations to help us with the program. So that's really helpful. So we're doing donations for fire cider, and that also helps with the supplies too, because Kathleen goes out. She chops up the garlic, she chops up the turmeric, all the spices and everything, and she like sets up a fire cider bar. So come check it out. And then Saturday, come dance it up, 12 to 3. So our Soul Saturday, where we come together and celebrate with music and raise our vibration. So, and then we start all over again. We begin on Monday. So I wanted to share with you. So let's see. Gosh, so many things. I've had a wild Wednesday, that's for sure. So tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and I have been asking my students if you have a gratitude practice. And if you don't know what it is, I think that we all, in our own ways, give thanks to the things we have, the situations we're in, for family. And usually we begin to think about being thankful around this season, right? Because 'tis the season to be thankful, right? But truly, gratitude comes into play every day. So, and what I've been talking about is, I will say, and I see you, those of you who don't think Thanksgiving is a great time for you to feel. So Thanksgiving for most can feel wonderful to see family, but for some, it can bring in sadness, and it can bring in nostalgia, and it can bring in feelings, uncomfortable feelings, which are also okay. So honoring both, and on that, pulling that together with a gratitude practice. Why is it important to have a gratitude practice? Because when things aren't going well, it's very easy to spiral down. And you begin to come into this place of, oh, this isn't going well. This didn't go well, or I'm having conflict with this person, or you're just feeling high strained, high stressed, and the vibration begins to lower. And when we come into this place of low vibration, it's very easy to spiral downwards. To counter that spiraling and raise our vibration, it's up to us to begin to think about the smallest of things that we are grateful for. We are very fortunate, most of us, that we have our basic needs met. When we come to a place of down and or start to call our problems third world, first world problems, not third world problems, is what I've heard people say too. It's not about downplaying the things that you're not feeling well about. Shifting into gratitude begins to ground you and reminds you that there are things, even of the smallest, to be grateful for. The water we drink, or the accessibility to clean water, a warm bed to sleep in, warm socks to throw over our feet, a warm coat to wear, food on the table. So, and of course, being grateful for those around us, our family, our children, no matter how wild they drive us, right? Just being grateful that these humans are here with us and those that are also supporting you. So when you begin to spiral downward and you come into this darker place, remember that there's always the light, because we're made of both. The light is in your heart. And when you begin to talk about the things that you're grateful for, or think about the things that you're grateful for, the basic things, the breath we take, the beginning of a day every day, being able to see those things, our vibration starts to rise. And it doesn't play down, doesn't say that your problems are going to go away or anything like that, but it does put you in a different place, and it can shift your mood. So, of course, I'm bringing this up right at Thanksgiving, but it's a good reminder that we can come into a place of gratitude before we begin to spiral downward, because there are really, truly a lot of things to be grateful for. I'm grateful for my dog, Milan, who always accepts me unconditionally and always is there to share his kisses when I'm feeling down, right? So things like that. And I also wanted to share, I have a friend, Jennifer Harris, this is for you, who I'm so grateful for. I'm so grateful for my peers who have helped me come to this place where I'm here standing or sitting in front of this camera, speaking to you and to those of you that are here, that create an atmosphere, a higher vibration atmosphere. And Jennifer sends every day a just for today thought of the day in the morning. So today's hers. I wanted to share with you hers that she sent over today, and it's called Thrive in the Inevitable. So she quotes George Eliot, Middlemarch. What do we live for? If it is not to make life less difficult for each other, we cannot reform our lives without suffering, and we know that suffering is often unspoken. Yet, by the touch of kindness, a word, a gesture, a quiet help, we may lighten the load and give courage to the weary. Again, that's also stepping into a place of gratitude where we can offer those things to others. Craig Harper says, and I'll say it how it's written, of course life's a shit show. And then it's awesome, and then you're sad, and then happy, and then it's lunchtime. Your challenge is not to create a perfect life, but rather to thrive in the inevitable imperfection of it all. So with that, it is so true. In this imperfect life, with our imperfections and embracing our imperfections, remember that shifting into a place of gratitude begins to blur those things, because life is where we're supposed to be right now. So I'm going to invite you to sit up nice and tall, to begin to come into your breath awareness. Thank you, Stan, for making me smile every Wednesday. And just beginning to feel the breath come in and out the nose. Feel the breath draw in through the nostrils and exhale through the nose. Take another breath in, and if it feels good to exhale through the mouth, feel free to do so. Relish in the breath for a moment. And notice how you're breathing, without changing anything, without judging anything. And then I invite you to step into that place of gratitude. Grateful for the imperfections and embracing those imperfections which make us. Grateful for breath. So to yourselves, coming into that place where you're thinking about a few things that you're grateful for. And while you're here, whether you're seated or lying down or on a bed lying down, I'd like to remind you that a gratitude practice can come in any way, shape, or form that resonates for you. For me, when life gets really busy, I find that when I wake, before I reach for the phone, before I begin to get up and start the day, that even saying what you're grateful for in bed is a gratitude practice. Inviting you to step into your intention. And deepen the breath. So begin to deepen the inhale and take that longer exhale. Empty out the lungs completely, making more room as you inhale. And exhale, extend the exhale. Feel the contraction of the diaphragm, press the lungs and all the air out of the lungs, making more space for the next breath. Feel the shoulders soften and feel the world around you soften. Release your jaw and release any tension in the face. Maybe swallowing, moistening your lips. And then you can choose to keep your eyes closed, or you can flutter your eyes open and just begin to feel the body sway side to side. Just to feel the weight shift subtly, or as large movements if you'd like to make them large. And then begin to circle the body and feel the weight shift on your bottom. So feel how the earth makes contact and supporting your seat. Circling the body around the hips. And then, if it feels comfortable, switching to the opposite direction. and then coming back to center. Let's take a nice deep breath in and extend the arms up. Tap the fingertips and flip the palms and lower the arms on the exhale. Extend the fingertips down to the earth and lengthen through the crown. So feel those shoulders drop, and you'll feel that stretch through the neck, through the upper cervical spine, all the way down to the fingertips. Lengthen, lengthen. Feel tall in your spine. We're going to walk the hands forward. Keep that length in the spine and reach forward. Right before you round in, lengthen. Nice deep breath in, lengthen through the crown. And on the exhale, if you want to walk the hands a little further and take a bow, or you can choose to stay right where it's comfortable for you. Ground the sits bones in or press the hips into the earth as you reach forward, maybe walking the hands a little bit more forward and then taking a bow. Nice deep breath in. Exhale it out. Walk the hands back and then bring them beside you and then walk them behind you, reaching back. Feel the shoulders draw back on the in-breath. Press the heart forward, and maybe if it feels good, take the gaze up to the sky or let the head drop. If you allow the head to drop, you'll feel that stretch in the front neck. And if it feels good to draw the jaw forward, you can do that too. Begin to gently bring the gaze back to center and walk the hands back to your sides. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, let it all go, floating the arms down. Ground that left palm in and right arm comes over. So you can do either way. So if you're in studio, you can follow along with the same. You don't have to look exactly like me because I'm not mirror teaching. And then go the opposite side. Inhale, switch sides, right arm comes over again. This time, lengthening through the fingertips and emphasizing the length on the right side body. Take the gaze up towards the bicep if it's not uncomfortable for the neck and shoulders. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Feel that right hip draw down and then gently switch sides. Reach through that left arm, left fingertips. Take the gaze up towards the bicep. Ground that left hip in. And feel nice and grounded through that right palm. And then gently float that arm back. From here, hands on the lap and taking the gaze forwards, gentle cervical spine movements by taking the nose around in a circle. And then opposite direction. And then come back to center. Gently take that right ear to right shoulder. And if it feels good to extend the arms down to deepen the stretch, you can do that. And then take the nose towards the shoulder. Take the gaze to the right side and then gently bring the head back to center, left ear to left shoulder. And again, you can walk those fingertips away to feel the stretch on the right side neck. So that left ear draws towards the shoulder. Drop that left shoulder down to feel that stretch. And then take the nose towards the shoulder. So you're gazing downwards. And then take the gaze up to the left side and then bring your head back to center slowly. From here, again, walking the hands back behind you, pressing the heart forward. Take a nice deep breath in as you lengthen the spine and then take the chin towards the chest. take the gaze back up, and hands come to the lap. Let's cat-cow here on the inhale. We're going to lead with the heart, take the heart forward, gazing up towards the sky, shoulders draw back. On the exhale, chin's going to move towards the chest, and you're either going to come into a neutral spine if that's where you're at, and that's okay, or you're going to round in. Inhale, lead with the heart, take the gaze up to the sky. Exhale, chin to chest, gently rounding in. So do what's comfortable for you. I know that if there are spinal injuries, rounding the spine doesn't necessarily serve those injuries. It can aggravate. So that's why coming into neutral spine works just fine. So find your flow with your breath and your movement. Inhaling as you extend. Exhaling as you round in. So do 3 more breaths here. Oh, I also meant to mention Green Network providers. We're still doing the donations. So bring them by and then come back to center when you're ready. All right, so from here, let's gently lift those legs up and extend the legs and gently just move them, kind of just letting them shake out. And then swing the legs around. We're going to come into a tabletop position on your mat. Take the shoulders over the wrists. Spread those fingers nice and wide, gripping your mat. And take a peek between the knees. Hide the feet. All right. Hip circles. So let's move the body in a circular motion, creating more movement. Take it in both directions. Again, your movements don't have to look like mine. Honor your body, meet your body where it's at today. It's different every day. If something doesn't feel good, find something that feels better for your body. So you can always add a variation of a movement if something doesn't feel good. All right, from here, we're going to extend the arms forward. So walk those hands forward, and then we're going to shift the hips back. Let's curl the toes under to give our feet a little stretch. Shift those hips back towards the heels. Melt the heart down towards the earth. If your head can reach the mat, you can support your head by it landing on the mat, but it can definitely float. From here, take the gaze over to the right side as you gently press the hips back. Come back to center and take the gaze over to the left side. Come back to center, walk the hands back to your tabletop. Shift side to side, uncurl the toes just to reset yourself. And then from here, taking the gaze to the top of the mat, extend that right leg back and ground the toes. Press through that back heel, feel that calf lengthen. Pull the navel in. From here, lengthen that left arm, reaching forward. And if you'd like, you can lift that back leg coming into your extended tabletop. So you're still in extended tabletop if your toes are grounded. You're welcome to lift the toes, point the toes down, pull the navel in, lengthen in opposite directions. Nice deep breaths. Bring everything back to your tabletop. Reset by shifting side to side or even creating circles with the hips if that feels good. So do what feels good to reset your body, and then we'll shift to the left side. Left leg extends, ground the toes. Press through that back heel. Pull the navel in. Lengthen through that right arm. If it feels good to lift the leg, go ahead and lift the leg, toes point down, lengthen in opposite directions. Continue to pull the navel in. 2 more breaths. One more. And on the exhale, bring everything back to your table. Shift side side. Circle the hips. All right, from here, let's curl the toes under, shift the hips back, extend the arms, and melt the heart again. This time it's a little bit closer, so you're flexing, torso's almost hitting those thighs. And then shift forward, take an up dog. So you can curl the toes under, either lifting the knees or you can ground the knees, all up to you. And then shift the hips back. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, take that up dog. So from here, you can drop the knees and shift back. Take the hands underneath the shoulders, lift the hips high, come to your downward facing dog. Walk your dog once you're there, lifting one heel after the other. Press the heart towards the thighs. Really spread those fingers nice and wide as you press the mat away. Draw those shoulders away from the ears, taking those arms, those shoulders back into their sockets. Inhale, lift the heels high, switch the gaze between the hands and take a hover. You can drop the knees, just hover the knees over the mat, like about a couple inches or an inch, and then press back to your down dog. You can also drop the knees down. Inhale, heels high, bend the knees, drop the knees, shift the hips back. Inhale, shift forward, take that up dog. Take those elbows in, tucked into the body, and then shift back to down dog. Nice deep breath in. Exhale it out. Grateful for yoga, grateful for movement and mobility. Inhale, lift the heels high, bend the knees, switch the gaze. Take the knees down and take that up dog. If you're feeling the pressure in the wrists, ease off. Gently taking off the body weight. From here, let's walk the hands forward. We're going to come into a sphinx pose. So the elbows are going to come underneath the shoulders. You're going to drop the body down. Feet are flat. And to ease any low back pain, if there's tightness there, take the feet wide. You can take them to the width of the mat. From here, fingers spread nice and wide. Point those index fingers forward. We're going to slide the heart forward on the in-breath. Shoulders draw back. Press all 10 toes in. Feel that strength here. All right, curl the toes under and shift the feet back to center and gently come back to your tabletop. Shift the hands underneath the shoulders. Lift the knees, press down to your down dog, and then lift the gaze between the hands and walk your feet to meet the hands, forward fold, top of the mat. Ragdoll here, allow the body to feel heavy. Let gravity do the work. Lengthening through the crown without doing anything. Gravity's doing everything, so you just have to go in that direction. Let the arms go, maybe taking a bind and swaying the body. Hands on the shins, coming to your half lift. Lengthen through the crown, pull the navel in. Nice deep breath, forward fold again on the exhale. Inhale, hands on the shins again, lengthening, and then let's root to rise. Reverse swan dive, come all the way up, let your palms touch. Palms come to heart. Take a moment here and find something you're grateful for. Inhale, arms come up. Reach up, gently reaching back, press the hips forward. Exhale, gentle forward fold, slowly moving downward. And then you're going to bend the knees, press the feet into the floor, and gentle roll all the way up. Inhale, inhale, arms reach up. Palms touch, find your cactus arms. Open up that heart space. Gazing up towards the sky or straight ahead. Inhale, arms reach up. Reach back. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, hands on the shins, coming to your half lift. And exhale, plant the palms. Right foot's going to step back. Drop that right knee. Shift back, come to a half split. Shift it forward and you're in that low lunge. Curl the toes under, lift that back knee. Gazing just forward in front of you. Press through that back heel, navel pulls in. Inhale, extend that front leg, tuck the chin, take the forehead towards the knee. If the forehead doesn't touch the knee, you can definitely bend the knee so that it can touch the forehead if you'd like. If it touches, you can definitely press the knee back with the forehead. Notice how my voice sounds a little bit funny because I am creating a throat lock by tucking my chin in. That's stimulating the throat chakra, our communication center. Lift the gaze, bend into that front knee, lower that back knee. All right, so from here, uncurl the toes, arms come up. Reach up and reach back, find your cactus arms. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, lower, bracket that front foot. Bring that back foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, hands on the shins for your half lift, lengthening, drawing those shoulders back. Pull the navel in and tilt the tail. Another deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold and plant the palms. Left foot's going to step back. You're in that low lunge. Lower that back knee. Shift the hips back. Find your half split. Draw that right hip back. Inhale, shift forward. Lift that back knee. Take that low lunge. Press through that back heel. Lengthen through the crown. Notice if your shoulders are rounding and then take them back if they're rounding. Extend that front knee, tuck the chin, and take the forehead towards the knee, shifting those hips back. Last breath here and shift it forward. All right, from here, drop that knee, that back knee. Let's shift it back and forth just to create a little bit of movement here. And then we're going to lift that knee back up, that back knee, step it forward, come to that forward fold. Gentle roll all the way up, press through the feet, arms come up too. Palms touch, swan dive down for your forward fold. Inhale, hands on the shins, lengthening the spine, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, right foot steps back, then left foot steps back, drop the knees, come all the way down. Find your Sphinx pose. Walk those forearms forward. Take the feet wide, press all 10 toes in. Inhale. As you inhale, pressing the feet down, sliding the heart forward. One more breath here. And on the exhale, hands come underneath the shoulders, curl the toes under, and gently press yourself back up. Find your plank, and then come into your down dog. Inhale, heels high, switch the gaze, and walk the feet to meet the hands, forward fold. Gentle roll all the way up, reaching all the way up. Nice deep breath in, palms touch, palms come to heart. Inhale, reach back up. Reach back, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, hands on the shins, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, right foot's gonna step back, drop that back knee. All right, we're gonna do a little side plank here. We're gonna take that, back leg, and what we're gonna do here is, actually, I changed my mind. We're gonna do something different. We're gonna come into full plank. So take that left foot back, and then we're going to come into a side plank. Drop that right knee. Then we're going to pivot that left foot and open up on the left side. So pivot that left foot so that it parallels the back of the mat. Take your heel to the left. Yeah, you got it. And then you're going to take that left arm and lift it up high. Option here to take the gaze forward and lift that back leg. So you don't have to do it. You can stay right where you are. Flex the foot as you lift to stabilize the balance. You can also reach for the foot by bending the knee and reaching. And then release. And then drop that hand back down. From here, lift that back knee, drop that left knee, pivot that right foot, open up right side. Maybe lifting that back leg, flex the foot. Maybe bending that knee, reaching for the foot. Release, lengthen, arm reaches back up, and then come back to your side plank, and then find yourself both knees down, curl the toes under, find your plank. Press to down dog. Inhale, heels high, switch the gaze, walk the feet to meet the hands, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms parallel to the ears, sit in your chair. Shift the weight to the heels. Hands to the heart. Sit a little bit lower. All right, from here, reach forward. And we're going to open up that right arm to the right side. And then lower that arm, bring it back forward. Again, opening up right side, take that right arm back, rotate it down and bring it forward. Left side, reach back with that left arm. Rotate it down, come back and bring it forward. Reach back with that left arm, rotate it back and reach forward. From here, take that forward fold, let it go. Inhale, hands on the shins, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms. So option, if you want to get bold, you can jump back or take one step at a time, stepping one foot back, then the other, or hopping back. All right, so just making it a little playful. Drop that right knee, left side, side plank. We won't make it too complex this time. And then drop it down, drop that left arm down, switch sides. Left knee drops, right arm lifts. And bring that arm back down. From here, both knees are down. And we're going to lift those knees to a plank and then press into your down dog. Breathe. Exhale it through the mouth if it feels good. Grateful for that heartbeat. All right, we're going to walk those hands back towards the feet. Forward fold. Gentle roll all the way up. Press through the feet, arms come up. Palms touch, palms come to heart. Take a moment here. So I'm just going to adjust my mat. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to walk across the mat and we're going to end up in a warrior 3, which is balancing stick pose. And we're going to go one slow step at a time. We're going to begin by bringing the balance to the center body. So hands are going to come to the heart, shoulders draw back. So we're in that mountain pose position, chin parallel to the mat, navel pulled in, legs engaged. So those quads are pulled up and you're feeling that strength through the legs. Shoulders drop down. All right, we're going to start by shifting the weight to the left side and lifting that right leg. Flex the foot. Step it forward. Weight's going to shift to the right foot. Left leg's going to lift. Step it forward. From here, you can leave the hands where they are. Begin to pivot forward. Lift that right leg. And hinge at the hips. When you can stay right here, or when you're ready, you can extend. So if you wobble out, you just get back in. So keep your focus, because that's what is important here that helps your balance. You can reach forward. Navel pulls in, stay strong through the core, lengthen in opposite directions. Hands come back to the heart, step it forward. Forward fold. Let it go. Inhale, hands on the shins, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back, or you can jump back. All right. Find your down dog. Walk your hands back towards the feet. Forward fold. Gentle roll all the way up. Reach up. Palms touch. Palms come to heart. Realign in your mountain pose. Okay, so weight's going to shift to the right side. Once the weight shifts to the right side, left leg's going to lift. Flex the foot, step it forward. Shift the weight to the left foot. Right leg rises, flex the foot, and then we step it forward. Begin that hinge forward, shift weight shifts forward. Strong standing leg. Begin to hinge forward. When you're ready, either staying here or lengthening the arms forward. Find your balance. Navel pulls in. Remember, if you wobble out, you just get back in. It's totally okay. That's why it's practice. Hands come back to center. Step it forward. Forward fold. Take a little ragdoll here. You can grab elbow to elbow. Sway the body. Hands at the heart, at the shins for your half lift. And then let's root to rise. Come all the way up. Palms touch. Palms come to heart. Okay. Take a moment just to see what's coming up for you. Okay. So you can soften the gaze or close the eyes just to sense what your body's feeling. Sometimes emotions come up. Sometimes other sensations in the body come up. And when you're ready, release the hands and come to a standing position. Okay, we're going to do breath of joy. So breath of joy is 2 breaths. And I like to do it in 2 breaths. I think breath of joy is usually done in 1 breath. So, but the consensus says 2 breaths is very liked, and I like it too. So it's an inhale with the arms up, an exhale stretching the arms out, an inhale bringing the arms back up, and it goes faster than this. And on the exhale, you're going to lower the arms, pull the navel in, and shake the arms out and ha it out the mouth. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. Don't do it yet. Just watch real quick. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Ha! And you reach up for the next breath. Exhale. Inhale. Ha! And you reach up again. So that's the breath of joy. And it's going to feel good. Not that we're not already sensing the subtle body because it's already woken up, but this stimulates it even more. Okay. All right. So 3 breaths. We're going to do 3 breaths and it's going to feel really good. All right. So remember, ha out the mouth, let the arms go, pull the navel in so you can support the low back. Just remember not to snap from the low back. So a controlled with the arms letting go, mostly the arms letting go and folding over. Okay. All right. Here we go. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Ha! Inhale, reach up. Exhale, inhale. Ha! Inhale. Exhale, inhale. Ha! And reach up. Close your eyes. Begin to let the arms fall slowly. Back to standing mountain with arms by your side to just notice what you feel. You might feel tingling in the hands. You might feel something tingling on the outline of your body. And that is your subtle body. A layer that is a part of you, just like your physical body, just like your breath body. Nice deep breath in as you open the eyes, reach up. Swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, hands on the shins for your half lift. And exhale, plant the palms. Step it back 1 foot at a time and drop the knees. Take a child's pose here if you'd like. You can keep the knees where they are and shift into child's pose, or you can take the knees wide to create space for the body. Let the toes touch. Shift the hips back. Reach the arms forward. Melt the heart towards the mat. Resting the head. And again, if this doesn't feel good, you can let the head hover. Or you can turn the head to one side, letting it rest. So your choice, your body. Do what feels good for you. If you are turning your head to one side, make sure that you get the other side as well. Nice deep breaths. Feel the abdomen expand. Completely letting the air out on the exhale. Gently lift the gaze to the top of the mat and walk the hands back. Take a nice deep breath in. Arms come up. Exhale, press the walls away. Lowering the arms, reach behind you. Interlace the fingers and reach those shoulders back. So reach those wrists towards the back of the mat. Take the gaze up. If it feels good to you, so you can stay here, but if it feels good to hinge forward, you can. Take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, gently hinging forward. Third eye lands, and maybe the arms come up off the back. Take those shoulders back. Inhale, lift the body back up, pull the navel in, take the gaze back up to the sky, release the arms come back up, and float the arms back down. Knees come closer together so that you can shift the hips to one side and swing the legs around. Come to the middle of the mat. I love boat pose, so we're going to do boat pose. So you can support your legs by gently taking the hands underneath the thighs. Feet are about hip distance apart. And I like breaking things down in like small steps. If there's any pain whatsoever, a gentle lift of the hips and you're in boat pose, gently leaning back. Okay, sometimes any back issues can cause pain all the way down. So be mindful of that and be compassionate that here you are in boat pose. Okay, if you want to lift the legs up so that they're parallel to the mat, reaching forward. So there's a reach forward and a lean back, finding that center balance on the sits bones. If you want to go a little bit more challenging, you can extend the legs up to the sky. Shaking is good because you're developing the strength in your muscles. So if you're shaking, that's okay. I shook for a very long time and I still shake. So choose what's good for you and what feels good to your body. You're in the posture no matter what choice you make with your body, just by balancing on those sits bones. So remember, if you lean back, you're on the back of the sits bones. If you lean forward, you're on the front of the sits bones. So you're going to find that little middle ground. And then float the feet back, ground the feet, reach forward, pull in the core, pull your navel towards the back of the spine. You're going to take a slow descend. Slow descend all the way down, vertebra by vertebra. Head comes down last. Take a full body stretch. Extend the legs, arms over the head. And then bring your arms by your side, bend the knees, and you can take the feet wide if you'd like and windshield wiper. So you can take your arms into a T position 2, palms down. And then take the knees to the right side. Take the gaze to the left side. If it feels good, you can take that right ankle to the outside of that left thigh if you want to go a little bit deeper. So that will reach into that hip flexor on the left side. You can also take your arms into cactus position if you would like. So all depends on what you feel like doing. Gently come back to center, release the legs and opposite side. Knees go to the left, gaze goes over to the right side. Left ankle to the top of the outside of that right thigh. And then gently come back to center, release the legs. Little windshield wiper side side and extend your legs. Maybe take a full body stretch if that feels good to you. Knees to chest, rock it out. And then come back down to your mat. So option to stay here in Shavasana for as long as you would like. If you're at home, give yourself the time. We're going to just take a moment here to settle the body. Let the body weigh a little bit. Gently come back to your body when you're ready, wiggling the toes, fingers, maybe bringing knees into chest, and then rolling over to your right side, cradling your head. And then you're going to press all the way back up to seated and meeting me in seated. Hands at the heart center so that we can seal class together. Softening your gaze or closing your eyes. Please join me in bringing our prayer hands to our third eye as a reminder to think kind thoughts, to our lips to speak kindly, and back down to our hearts as a reminder to live life fully with love. Lots of inner strength, inner wisdom, courage, compassion, and grace from my heart to yours. I take a deep bow of gratitude